Alright. Day late and a little late on the actual time, but we are back with Destiny 2. Yesterday I was out longer than I was, or I thought I was gonna be. So, and I did drink a bit, so I was not ready. I was not good to stream yesterday. So that's why it was moved to today, and yes, it's late. I timed stuff wrong. It's okay. Let's do this. Also, tomorrow and Saturday, I believe we're starting something new. Sort of. I think tomorrow we're gonna start Kiwami too. I don't know, I'm just in like a Yakuza mood after they announced those 3 games. 2 next year, 1 the year after. So I'm ready to start Kiwami too. And then I'll get to Halo I'll get to Halo 4 afterwards. Or if I need to take a break from Yakuza, I'll start Halo 4. I'll start Halo 4 up. It sucks that you can't stream the Discord call. Like so you can connect Discord now to your Xbox. Like you can move your the voice to the system, but you can't stream a Discord party, which kind of sucks. Kind of wish you could. Because well, obvious reasons of it would be more convenient. So, not a lot of armor changing recently. Also, as you can tell by my Titan here, which we will be playing as this time around, I have done King's Fall. I have finished King's Fall. Thank you, Vex. Vex MLK, I'll just say, because I think it's supposed to be Vex Milk, but anyway. Thank you, Vex, for that. Anyone, if you know who that is. She helped me complete King's Fall. That was my first time ever completing it between both games, and that's my first time killing Oryx. I killed the I got 2 Oryx, I think, or at least I got to the sisters, or the daughters, back in Destiny 1, but I'd never beat Oryx, so it was the first time that I beat Oryx. So we're gonna return to darkness. So I got the sniper rifle, I got the hand cannon, I got the machine gun, I got the chest plate, and I don't have it on me right now, but I do have the mark from King's Fall. And I don't have the emblem equipped, but I did get that too. Another proof. Also, I did get all 3 chests, so that's good. So I got the shader. And Master King's Fall just came out this week. I keep forgetting what I'm doing. Checking some. Also, this week, there's going to be bonus trials this week, but I've been using this week to get weapons from dares, like try to get red barriers. I did not expect to get this as fast as I did, but I did get red barrier other half. Thank God, because now I either can just dismantle it or just earn progress with it. And boom, I will have a crafted other half. And then I got a red barrier shotgun, but I need 4 more of them. Also, unlike last time, all my characters are now caught up in the story. I was debating on whether to do Titan and Warlock, but I'm like, why not show the King's Fall stuff off? Why not?
Guardian, Eido has taken action that may endanger us all. She sent a message to Eramis. She invoked a ritual from the old crews, words with empty hands. It is a type of parley where no violence is permitted. Eido believes Eramis will follow the rules of her people. I am not so trusting. Should Eramis accept, I would ask that you accompany us. In the meantime, continue the fight. This may be a ploy, and we must not be fooled. I hope that she ignores Eido's request, but if she does not, know this. Eramis does nothing that is not to her benefit. A word can do more damage than a blade. And Eramis is skilled at wielding both.
Oh boy. Mithrax is beside himself with urgency. He tells you that Eido has reached out to Eramis. Eido invoked an old ritual followed by the pirate crew's words with empty hands, a type of parley. If Eramis accepts, there will be a brief ceasefire with no violence, as no violence is permitted at the parley. Still, Mithrax asks that you attend. This may be a ploy, and we must not be fooled. Mithrax hopes that Eramis will ignore the request. He knows she will do nothing that is not to her benefit. Still, a word can do more damage than a blade. And Eramis is skilled at wielding both. Also, I do have a first mate now. I got this next. No, I can. Oh yeah, I got 2 first mates. Never mind. Oh yeah, I heard of. Thank God I did this today and not yesterday, or else this would take forever. I am so glad they changed this. Apparently, a note came out today from them is that this would be for people for casual players, I think, or for some people in general. Defeating champions is not easy. So, they have decided to do this instead, where, or defeating 50 champions is not easy, and some people don't want to do Master Catch Cash yet, especially getting the people together for it. So, they auto-completed it. They haven't done an auto-completion thing in a while. Let me actually look up the thing about it. Due to Due to the completion requirement being too high for many players, we have auto-completed the champion's defeated objective for this week's sale of the Ship Stealer. Probably the smartest thing they've done, because that would make this quest a lot harder and more of a pain in the ass. I would have to do like a weird form of how I would do this. I slightly have an idea of what I would do if I had to do that. Before I do that, though, normal characters. If matchmaking was on, then I would do it, but obviously it isn't. Also, might as well do this. I need to remember to go to the relic this time, because there's something I need to do at the relic. Besides just have an idea what I'm gonna do with that. The story this week should be interesting. Like last week was kind of not. It had a tease for something. I'm curious what that tease is. Or gonna be, at least in the future.
We're being boarded. Clear the top deck, Guardian.
Yes, destroy them. Drive them into the void. For research purposes, of course.
She's getting into it. I haven't used stasis in a while, why not use it? Even though I mostly use the updated season stuff. Use stasis.
you're inside, head to the captain's quarters. In my experience, they keep the choice cuts for themselves. Then it is no surprise your crew was so eager to work for the Guardian.
We lost Sting. Damn it. Damn, really? In 1 minute?
Rendezvous with my associates in the captain's quarters. And don't let them take all the loot.
Surprised Mithrax never threatened him with Saint 14 because Spider should know what Saint 14 has done. I wonder what this gun originally was, or was this our original gun for Destiny 2? This gun was in Destiny 1, what element was it? I love this Hankin. I like explosive payload in general.
Eramis must be more persuasive than we realized.
Who is my first mate at the moment? Because I know I can switch, but I'm keeping one as my first mate until I complete their part in the triumph. What's his name still my first mate, or do I have to equip him every time? Come on, load please. There we go. It's still the skiff blades. Damn! That was fast. Holy shit.
This is not over. The crews will rally. They will face you again and again until your house falls.
We can be more than this, Eramis. This is not who we are.
I know who I am, and I know who you are as well.
The more I look at this emote, the more I'm like, this was a teaser to this season. Except for the obvious chalice. I'm really curious what's gonna happen next. As well, of course, I want to see more of this season, but I'm curious what how next season's gonna prepare us. Like Arrivals did for Beyond Light. Lost prepared us for. Lost prepared us for Witch Queen. And I wonder with the last season how that one's gonna prepare us for Lightfall.
The privateers we vanquished hid a cache nearby. We must locate it. I thought your raiding days were over, Mithrax.
Our ship's servitor will bolster your allies' defenses. A jammer to interrupt our drill. Best eliminate it, Guardian.
You got it. Who's stopping our drill?
Your crewmate gives you power, Guardian.
That unintentionally worked out.
You got a big ball of ether coming to back you up, hero. I can smell a big score nearby. Bring down that cabal.
Damn it. Those snipers, man. Popping like freaking pop rocks. I was gonna say pop candy today.
Our names, hero. Move it on back toward our ship.
Our enemies are being reinforced. Stop the saboteurs.
Damn it, I missed my chance to grab that loot. Let's grab that treasure.
I see one carrying great wealth. Overtake them. I sense an opportunity. Secure that cabal.
God damn it, what is with my resistance? My resilience is literally 65, like come on. I even have a solar and arc like cover. Ooh, I saved that one.
Volunteered as your lookout, Guardian.
And to help my dog.
riches is part of the pirate ethos. But we are going to use this newfound wealth to help the people of the city, correct?
We will use it to turn the Elixir Quarter from a refuge into a home.
The bully as a name. Arask? Arask the bully. That's a name. I feel like I don't think they're running out of names, but that's kind of funny that it's called the bully. Damn, that's crazy that happened. Does he really like the shell design? Storm Azrak the bully's hideout and claim lost relic. I'll take a look at that shell later. This
Guardian, I greet you in the light. I hoped we could speak. Secure the relic, and we shall do so. You face an Elixni who has amassed a great many followers. They are willing to throw their lives away for his protection. But I do not know if it is out of loyalty or fear. His name is Erask. Be careful.
weren't we at one that had like a similar entrance before? And is it what lost sector? I wonder if the first what's it? The first pirate hideout was that a reused lost sector? Because it seems like they've been doing a lot of reused ones. And I'm curious if this is going to be a similar situation, if this is going to be a reused lost sector. You get the special treatment of a finisher. Why? Now this is kind of ridiculous. They're reusing this one now. They're reusing the hideout that they used in week 2. What's the reason for this? I get they're focusing their resources on Lightfall, but come on. This is getting a little ridiculous.
Arask will not confront you until he has exhausted his underlings. Be ready, Guardian.
Oh god, this sounds interesting. They're saying he's right here. Oh, this is a slightly different, I think. Oh god. Might be wrong. Now I see why he's the bully, and now it's... But they add at least a little bit more to it, to make it a little bit different than the second week's.
Told you is true. I've called for a parley with Eramis. I do not know if she will agree to it, but I had to try. I have never seen Mizrax so frightened. I don't know why. I know he is not afraid of Eramis.
Scribe Eido, this is Eramis of House Salvation. I will respect the old traditions. I agree to your request.
Oh boy.
Thank you, Eramis. I look forward to our meeting.
This...
So you say. But know this. A parley will not delay your house's destruction if you continue to stand in my way.
I hope that we can reach an understanding.
Do not waste my time.
Oh boy. You would think that third party would show up in a way here. You think the third party would appear or like be referenced during while I was going through that one. Also, I kind of wish, since it's supposed to be no weapons, I kind of wish it made us weaponless. Kind of like Witch Queen. Where, like, we were in a circle and we couldn't use our weapons, but we have our weapons here, so this doesn't make sense that we have our weapons. Neutral.
You taught me to honor Elixni tradition. Eramis agreed to parley. You cannot lose faith in the old ways now.
This is a mistake, Eido. Eramis listens to one voice only, and it is not ours.
I may draw power from the voice in the darkness, But I am an Elixni Kel, and I fight for the liberation of our people.
A true Kell serves their house. You serve only the witness.
And who do you serve? I agreed to meet with Elixni, not a light bearer.
The Guardian is here for your protection.
Eramis Kel, as scribe of House of Light, I feel compelled to tell you, there is another force searching for these relics.
I see. And who are these new meddlers, exactly?
One of many you have wronged, perhaps.
We did not identify the force, but they dispatched your associates with ease. We have in them a common enemy.
We have always had a common enemy. Abandon your pathetic attempts to appease your oppressors. Join me. Together we'll use these relics to achieve true freedom for the Elixni.
No. The relics pose too great a threat. They cannot fall to warmongers like you.
None know of their destructive power better than you, Mizrax.
What do you mean?
It was centuries ago. I am no longer that person.
No, you are the same as ever.
I want to know the truth. Will I have to hear it from her?
Apparently so. Oh boy, here we go.
Centuries ago, when the Elixni first came to this system, when your father was just a hatchling, our people had nothing. So, when they discovered Nezarec, disciple of the Witness, entombed in the Lunar Pyramid, they harvested its dark power for themselves, and for the future of our people. Mizrax inherited one of these relics, and its power ensnared him. He sought more, no matter the cost. But the more his crew had, the less they shared. That became the way of things. Elixni turned against Elixni, and friend turned against friend. Over time, the relics of Nezarec were separated and scattered across the galaxy. Their influence faded, but the stains of their power endure. Mizrax fled from the butchery he was born into. He claims he has changed, and now lives a life of piety. But no matter how he tries to bury his past, with selfish displays of generosity and scraps of stolen wisdom, Mizrax will always be a liar, a thief, and a killer. Open your eyes, young scribe. Every light casts a shadow.
Eido, please. Let me explain.
Oh, it just doesn't. Okay, it just. So, since I can just roam around this random asteroid, I'm gonna explain a few things. That story kinda is what we're slowly unlocking a detailed lore book on that story, so that kind of fits with what we've read so far. Because I knew we were following Mithrax's mother. And the fact that was kind of cool though to see one spider off his lazy ass. And we saw Civics when Civics was part of Mithrax's crew. And we actually now know we have a weapon and a helmet based on Nezrak, or whatever his name is. And I'm gonna call him Nezrak for now. We have a helmet and a glaive named after him. Now we know he was a disciple of the Witness, but he died at some point and was entombed in the Lunar Pyramid. Hence, which now makes sense why Callus was trying to take control of it, because there was no disciple for that pyramid anymore since Nezrak was dead. And that's really creepy that the relics are basically pieces of that man's dead body. Or that thing's dead body. Who knows what Nezrak was. And I mean, it shouldn't be I know, like, Eido has been sheltered and she doesn't know the past too much. But she really shouldn't be mad at Mithrax for doing what he did, technically. He was under the influence of a dark relic. Plus, Mithrax's mother did the exact same thing at first, because or not the exact same thing. She didn't kill off her own kind on purpose. But, as we read, they had to eat dead bodies of fallen Elixni because they had to thin their numbers to take care of people. And, like Eramis said, they didn't have anything. Also, I don't know if Eramis always looked like that, but that's the first. Well, that's the second time. That's the second time she had a model in game. Her first model being the ice model, but was her legs always looking like that? Her eggs look more robotic now. I don't know if that's just armor, or that's legit she has robot legs now. But yeah, Eido should not be upset. She was sheltered, yeah, I can understand why she would be upset at that. But the fallen in the past have always been like that. Killers. Even of their own kind. So it shouldn't be a surprise that Mithrax was one as well. And then it took us meeting him, or at least maybe sometime before that, or him fighting the Hive back on, what's it called? Back on, Titan, to start turning around. Because then he appeared in the farm. He appeared in the farm, helped us get Outbreak. He gave us the reactor. And then, he became the Splicer of House Light. And the Kill of House Light. And Season of the Splicer happened. He helped us deal with the Endless Night. And stop the Vex in Korea. Another thing is, technically, Mithrax was not, like, he still had a weapon technically on him. His Splicer Gauntlet is technically still a weapon, because he could have just opened a portal right under her. Be like, bye-bye. So he was not unarmed either. So that was weird. Also, the fact that my weapons were still out was kind of weird. I don't know if I was able to shoot them, but I would laugh if I was able to. Also, it was just a random asteroid. I didn't know you would just spawn on it either after the mission. I honestly thought you would have to fly to it, not just spawn on it. That's kind of funny that you just spawn on it. Who's gonna answer? Eido.
Mizraxkel of House Light. My father, a murderer, and a liar.
How's he a liar?
Learning the truth is difficult, but the sharpest pain comes from the fact that he didn't tell me earlier. I was aware he had a past, but in a way, Eramis showed me who my father is today. Who he sees when he looks at me. He must think I am unable to understand, or he doesn't care whether or not I do. I am either underestimated or dismissed. And I could take only one lesson from this. My own father does not want me to know him. Our priorities have not changed. We must stop Eramis from claiming the relics of Nezarec. I will not place my own feelings above our mission. I will not become the hypocrite that my father is.
I don't get how he's a liar, for one. And that's not lying, that's withholding the truth. In terms of he just didn't tell you yet. And he was planning on to. He literally said he was planning on telling her. And then she had to do that stupid thing and make freaking tell Eramis like a dumbass. And at least she still tells. She still says. She still calls him father, at least. So that tells you she still cares about him. It's just that. Also, a murderer. All fallen on murderer in some way. But Mithrax, as a Elixni, has turned away from that. That's why he doesn't want fight. That's why he didn't want to do this pirate stuff. Eido's disappointment is evident in her voice. My father, murderer and a liar. She is still coming to terms with what Eramis revealed to you both about Mithrax's past. Learning the truth is difficult, but the sharpest pain comes from the fact that he did not tell me earlier. I can only take one lesson from this. My own father does not want me to know him. I don't think that's a bad thing, technically. Do you really want to know the past of your parents? The complete past? Because not all of it's good. Eido pledges to continue with the mission despite her feelings of betrayal. I'll not become the hypocrite that my father is, she says bitterly and cuts the hollow feed.
What can a simple operator like me
Spider just
for
as
the
Ingrams
hero
before
of
him.
the Vanguard?
Another round, Guardian? Let's test your luck again. Now pick an engram and reveal your prize. What's interesting about this is that he's not saying anything about it. Also, clearly, it's weird that he doesn't care about his brother dying. Well, he might have cared back in Black Armory, but I don't know that. It is kind of funny, though, that we did read about baby or young Rakkus and young Civics in the lore book already. Spider looks at the weapon you won, then to you, then back to the weapon. This isn't right. He fixes you with the icy stare. I'll let you know when I get more engrams to distribute, Guardian. And no more funny business. I just jammed another signal. Eido reports through your radio. Any change? You tell her that you just had another lucky round of Spider's game. You won the initial round, then lost the second two. Is it possible that Spider has some sort of cheating device and intended that you win once to build your confidence and lose every time after that? I will continue to disrupt signals as I come across them, in the name of fairness. She still feels like it wasn't fair.
What is your Earth phrase?
I did not have to hear it from her. That was your choice.
That was not a story Eramis had any right to tell.
Did you believe that I would never find out? That no one would remember? I'm charged with preserving the history of our people.
Some history does not need to be preserved.
Like the whirlwind. So much was lost, so much we will never recover, no matter how much we search, no matter how much we remember. Is that what you wish to happen to us now?
You do not understand.
I want to understand. You will not let me.
You do not know what I know. You did not see what I saw. When I pulled you from the wreckage of a catch, I knew that you deserved more than the world that orphaned you. I want you to look forward, not to what the whirlwind made us. You do not need to carry this history.
It is a part of me, whether I witnessed it or not. I don't want to look away, and I don't want to forget.
You do not know what you ask.
Perhaps not, but nothing good comes from refusing to face the truth.
I don't know what's gonna come of that, but I guess the only way we'll know is in the coming weeks. Before I place the relic, I'll go in here. That was shorter than I thought it'd be. Last time it took 2 hours, or around 2 hours. Now this technically is part of Witch Queen, but it's technically also New Light, so it doesn't matter. Too short to be a separate part. Deep Sight Resonance Extraction can award patterns and resonant material. Patterns unlock the ability to shape a new weapon using resonant materials for customization and fine-tuning. Don't dismantle all of them. Your mind focuses on a vision of the city's foundries. Their weapons have not yet reached their innate potential. The vision of the foundry weapon dances across your mind. It's shaped, half remembered. It will take effort to fully understand it. Your Ascendant alloys have unlocked new compatibilities for shaped weapons. In this memory of what was, or what could be. After shaped weapons have leveled, Ascendant alloys can be used to upgrade your traits to become enhanced traits with improved functionality. To attain more Ascendant alloys, participate in weekly campaign missions and the Witch Queen offensive activities. I wonder if you just, let's see. Let's shape this sword, shall we? Charge rate. I wonder what that means, charge away. Charge rate. Oh God. The gold sword actually looks nice with the purple blade. Also, apparently when you place the fourth relic, there's like a... I don't know if you'll be able to hear it in this video, but there's a Ixnay type noise that starts, like... I don't know if you can hear it, though. I wonder if they're reacting that they're all together like that. wish Team 14 was more involved in this season.
Our parley with Eramis has changed everything. Though not in the way I had hoped. I understand the relics now. The potency of their darkness, and Eramis use of the old pirate crews to hunt them. Even my father's reticence. But this is not about the House of Light. This is about the mysterious disciple. The many tombs of Nezarec are well known, though the being itself is less thoroughly documented. I will delve into the Cryptarchy's records and see what I can uncover.
I didn't notice the Titan symbol on it. You used to be able to go over here. What? Why is it blocking me? It's blocking me from going over here now. Now for possible lore reading if I have any unlocked. Once I check this. Ooh, I almost have this done. Phone's almost done. That's almost done. Working on that. Crow leaned against a wooden stool in the dark interior of the ether tank. Crow? Listening to Spider's wet snores as he dozed fitfully in his chair. It was the small hours of the morning, and the Elixir quarter was quiet aside from the low chattering of the scattered Elixir guards and the electric hum of Spider's gaudy signage. Crow has slipped easily into the empty bar. Crow had carefully snuck a knife into the stool beside. Into the stool beside him, perfectly placed so that Spider would see it when he woke. Spider coughed softly. Crow looked at the big elixir, took a measured breath, and saw him plainly as someone sleeping alone in a city of enemies. He looked around the tawdry interior of the bar, decorated with what scraps Spider had managed to bring as he fled the shore for the safety of the last city, where he now survived on the charity of Drifter and Mithrax alone. Crow shook his head with a smile and pulled the knife from the stool before sliding it into its sheath. He was at the doorway before he heard a fizzling noise. He was at the doorway before he heard a fizzling noise behind him. Glint materialized in midair. "What are you doing?" Crow hissed, but the ghost was already zipping. Oh my god. Crow hissed, but the ghost was already zipping towards Spider. "Hey!" Glint yelled, and Spider snorted himself awake. Glint increased his light to a dazzling gleam and hovered aggressively before Spider's face. The Elixir recoiled and raised his arms, but Glint wove between them like an angry bee. Crow may be too nice to send a message, but I'm not. What? Spider managed before he erupted in a fit of confused coughing. "We're watching you." His voice quivering with tension, and if you step out of line, so help me, I'll deal with you myself. How? You're a frickin' light bulb. Spider caught his breath and sat motionless as the little ghost fluttered furiously before him. And don't. Glint lurched forward and bopped himself against Spider's faceplate. Oh my god, this is actually kind of funny. Glint lurched forward and bopped himself against Spider's faceplate with a... Is that thunk? Crow covered his mouth as Glint delivered another ludicrous bonk. The Elixir blinked, too shocked to react. Forget it. His voice breaking, he whirled his shell defiantly before transmatting away, plunging Spider in the darkness once more. Crow is still laughing as the pair approached the lift. The lift to the tower. Glint hung sheepishly in the air. I'm sorry. I guess I didn't have to do that. Actually, reaching up to scratch his friend's shell. I think you did. That's amazing. Okay, that's actually really funny. I'm glad this was the lore book we got instead of like turmoil between Mithrax and Eido. I'm glad we got this, a little lightheartedness at the end here. Freaking Glint getting all pissed, and it's like, Crow's like, I'm not gonna do anything to him. Or freak him out that way. Freaking Glint lights up, freaking bonks him on the faceplate with a shell several times. And freaking Spider's just sitting there like, what the hell just happened? What has happened? Like, he was so confused that he would... Oh my god, that's amazing. Jeez. So much is happening in the background of this season and in the forefront that's... Some of it's funny, some of it's brutal, and some of it's like, god damn. I was wondering how Crow was going to be involved in this season. Guess we found out. Anyway, I'm going to end it here. This has been week 5 of Season of Plunder. A lot of shit is still happening, and it just keeps getting more and more ridiculous. And deep. We thought last season was deep. This is going to get deep as well, it seems. More mysteries to solve, more loot to grab. For now, I'm going to end it here. Tomorrow, we're going to start Kiwami 2. Don't know how far I'm going to get in Kiwami 2, and I guess we'll see how the first stream goes of Kiwami 2, and then depending on how often I unlock the Majima parts, I'll figure out when I will do them. Whether I'm gonna save all that towards the end or something, because Majima parts are not that long. I might just do one big Majima saga, depending on how many parts you unlock. And if I get slightly burned out, I'll take a break and do a different playthrough or random games. But for now, that'll be it for today. Thank you guys so much for watching. I'll see you in the next one. Bye bye.